I don't know about you, but whenever Lego puts out Lego branded vehicles for Lego City, well, they are day one purchases for me and Michelle. These sets end up becoming one of the most sought after sets even after retirement. And it's pretty simple. It's kind of like Inception. You have a Lego branded vehicle delivering Lego sets to a Lego store. You see how that kind of works there? It just brings a little bit of immersion to people's cities if they're building one, or just that immersion of Lego delivering Lego. It's just hilarious. Now, in this video, we're going to be reviewing the newly released Lego Delivery Van. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just get this straight off of the bat. I don't normally, number sets, meaning like, a 1 to 10, 2 to 10, or whatever the case is. I don't judge sets based on some weird number. But I'm going to do it on this one. This is a 12 out of 10. This is a perfect Lego set. This is what Lego fans ask for, and you really have to give a thumbs up to Lego when they do something right and they do exactly what the community asks for. So, without further ado, let's get into the review of the Lego Delivery Van. First things first, let's go ahead and get all of the information and details about the set out, and then we can get into the nitty gritty of the review. So after cracking open the box, you're going to be getting 3 bags. Now, this isn't a large set. It's only 276 pieces. This is also a 6+ set. Now, the great thing about this, there are no sticker sheets in this set. Everything you're going to see is printed, and that's the reason why, hence the 12 out of 10 rating that I gave it in the beginning. Now, also, you do get your trusty manual. Now, some of the accessories that are given to the minifigs when it comes to this set. Number one, they do get a coffee cup. You got to have your coffee in the morning before you head to work. And then also, they give you a dolly if you're wanting to go ahead and kind of play into that whole Lego delivery part of this Lego delivery truck. You can put some of these sets on the dolly and then deliver them to your Lego store. So really cool play feature when it comes to that. And it does fit inside of the Lego delivery van, just by the way. With that information out of the way, let's take a look at the 2 minifigs that you get in this set. Now, both of the minifigs have the same torso printing. The reason to this is it's supposed to signify that they have a uniform on, because remember, they're delivering Lego to Lego stores out of a Lego delivery van. So that makes a lot of sense. They both have a vest on as well as a name tag. And then when it comes to the shirt that they're wearing, it is like a dark bluish gray long sleeve shirt. Now, when it comes to the legs of the minifig, they are different, one light blue and one dark tan. Now, they only have one face printing. Great hairstyles that they chose for those figs. Now, the difference with the girl minifig is this minifig does come with the print that is supposed to signify a hearing aid, which I think is great. And also on top of that, even with the hairstyle on, or the hairstyle they chose for this fig, you can still see the hearing aid, which is really cool. Now, when it comes to the minifigs, they're kind of a standard, in my own opinion, they're like a standard minifig design, because honestly, it's the truck that's supposed to get like all of the looks, right? When it comes to the set, really, let's be honest, we're coming to the set for the Lego delivery van. So yeah, let's go to get into that, because oof, there is a lot there to talk about. All right, it is now time for us to look at the Lego delivery van. Man, they knocked it out of the park when it comes to this build, with the play features and all of the printed pieces that we get. Like I said before, 12 out of 10. But it's what Lego does to take a set from good to great to then perfect. And that's what we're going to be looking at. So the first thing is the play features. They don't have to do things like this, but it's good that they do. Again, it gives us the ability of telling more stories, and the kiddos that do play with this set, it just lets their imagination run. And one of those things is the ability of lifting up the hood and looking at the engine. Like, you don't have to do things like this, but then adding features like that just adds to the playability of it. And I think that's really, really good. It's the small little details, I tell you. Now, also another thing, you can open up both doors from both sides, which is really great. because again, the ability of telling more stories and play features. The more play features, the better. Now, going towards the back of the van, those two back doors open. If you are building in an area and delivering Lego in an area that doesn't allow for you to goal wing open the doors, we're going to get to that. Just give me a second. Not able to goal wing open the sides of the doors, you do have the back doors to then go ahead and pull down the dolly and access to some of the back. Maybe you have an alleyway that you're driving this delivery van through, and they're delivering, sets to the Lego store, and so those doors open. I just think that is great. So hats off to that for adding those doors. They could have just eliminated those. Those are two pieces they could have just not even thought of, but they put them in there, and that is great. Now, the gull wing opening of the doors on the side of the van, just mwah, chef kiss. Now, this is something that we saw from the set in 2024, which was the Lego semi truck, the Lego delivery semi truck. Those doors would gull wing, and those are huge, huge doors. They brought that same function over to this van, and I love it. I just love that function. So after opening up either side, you get access to those Lego sets that are back there, and then you can start stacking up your boxes and delivering sets. Now, the play features, when it comes to that, that is basically all that comes with the set. But there are so many in such a small set. Now, here's the other thing. To me, this looks like a fantastic representation of a Sprinter van. I don't know about you, but to me, it looks like a Sprinter van. And I'm hoping that maybe down the road, they use this same exact build style for some food trucks. They would look perfect with this specific type of build because we've all seen them out there, people using Sprinter vans for their own mobile house, which is hilarious, or turning them into like food trucks. So great representation of the Sprinter van. This thing really is knocking it out of the park. But now let's look at the printed pieces that we get in the set because there's a ton of them. The printed pieces, oh, the printed pieces that come in this set. So the first one is going to be the dashboard that is printed, which is great. Sometimes they make that into a sticker, but they decided to do a printed piece here, which again, it makes sense because this is a 6+ set. We don't want 6-year-olds having to mess with stickers. It's just so annoying. Okay, so that is a printed piece. Now going towards the back of the delivery van, we have two Lego logos. Those are also printed. We've seen these before, but hey, more Lego logos, I'll take them. Now the gull wing doors. When I say gull wing, it's the ability of opening the doors up instead of like opening, like the normal way. And those two pieces are also printed and they're pretty big. I could see people buying this set to extract those two pieces and use them for like the walls on their Lego store. I don't know. Maybe we're going to do that in the future. But yes, very cool pieces. Now, these pieces were actually made for the semi delivery truck. They were just a lot bigger. So they did kind of shrink them a little bit so they could fit them into the van, and I'm happy that they did that because they're just really great pieces. Now, the thing that I am just like loving is the printed tiles that are supposed to represent the sets that are in the back of the van that these figs are delivering to the Lego store. Now, the reasoning to this is they're sets that actually exist right now that you can go to the Lego store and buy, or go to any retailer and buy. That is such a cool thing. And right here on the screen, I'm going to go ahead and put a picture of the representation of what those sets are supposed to be, just in case you can't quite tell what they are. But they did take new sets that do exist right now, and put them on the printing. Now, when it came to the semi delivery truck, they did the exact same thing. They took existing sets, made tile printings for those, and those are the sets that you're delivering. So they did this again. Now, I'm super happy that they didn't reuse the tiles that they already had printed, and they printed new sets, which is really cool of Lego to do. Thank you for not just reusing and rehashing old prints and old tiles and making it relevant because, again, you can see those printed tiles. You go into the store and you'll see the set there. I just think it adds a little bit of that immersion if you can do that with a Lego set. When reviewing a set, it is very subjective. What might be perfect to you may not be perfect to me, or vice versa. If it's good, great, or perfect, again, that is very subjective. But when looking at the set overall and everything that it provides, I just don't see how they could have done this better. Number one, we have all printed pieces in this set, and they are printed pieces that are relevant to Lego sets that are out today. They just didn't reuse anything. Number two, the build of the Sprinter van is so good. The ability of having those gull wing doors, just like they added to the semi truck. There's some cohesiveness between those two vehicles, which I think is a great tie in. So I really love that. And then just the overall play features of the sprinted van, the engine, again, the doors, the back doors, the two front doors opening up so you can put the minifigs inside of the cab. Like, it's just a great build and it looks like a sprinter van. Then you get two minifigs and some accessories. I just don't see how Lego could have made this any other way, and how, personally, in my own opinion, this is a perfect set. It's all that we want and nothing that we don't. So, that being said, it's going to be up to you whether the juice is worth the squeeze and whether this set is worth the price. But I think it is, and that's the reason why we purchased two, and we may purchase three. I don't know, because these will be running around our Lego city. Well, if you found this video informative, do me a favor and go down there and hit it with a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Let me know in the comment section below. Did you purchase this set? What do you think about it? Are you thinking about purchasing this set? And what did you think about the review? Let me know in the comment section below. While you're out there hunting for Lego, looking for that perfect set for you, be safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.